An employee at a local Costco has reportedly tested positive for coronavirus. Coming up, how the store is responding and what one employee has to say about safety. And today is Good Friday. Coming up, how some local churches are celebrating while under the stay-at-home order. Lucy? Good morning. Glad you're with us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Rebecca Hager. Adam Atchison is working from home as we continue to practice social distancing. But if you miss seeing his face, don't worry. We're going to have him later here on 11 News at 6 a.m. Let's start, though, with Lucy Bergman. She's got your no-wait weather. I'm excited for another nice day, and that sunrise is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, Rebecca.
Thanks, Lucy. This is developing now at 6:02. This letter you're about to see was posted at a local Costco notifying employees a worker there tested positive for coronavirus. This is at the location at Barnes and Powers on the northeast side of Colorado Springs. The health department says it does not have a positive confirmation of a case there, but it is working with Costco to provide guidance. Costco said it will not comment publicly, citing patient privacy, but one employee did speak with us and wants to remain anonymous. The employee told us most of the people working there are wearing masks and gloves. There's also a cleaning crew coming in overnight. Also developing, a staff member from our state's coronavirus command center in Denver is recovering from COVID-19. Governor Jared Polis will not need to be tested since he has not been exposed to that particular worker. Happening today, it is Good Friday, of course, and local churches are celebrating a little differently this year. 11 News reporter Jenna Middaugh is live at Woodman Valley Chapel. And Jenna, we know people can't go to church because of the virus, so how are churches making sure this holiday is still special?
V11 News.
You know, Jenna, I think he's right. I asked all of my Facebook followers, hey, what do you guys want to do when we can leave this lockdown or this stay-at-home order? And a lot of people said go to church. So thank you for that update. Turning to the latest now, numbers of coronavirus deaths and cases here in Colorado are increasing. The number now stands at over 6,200 cases and 226 deaths statewide. El Paso County now has the third highest number of deaths in the state with 32. Denver has the most with 38, and Weld County has 36. There are 534 cases in El Paso County. Right now, half of the deaths in Weld County are at long-term care facilities. 19 of the 40 residents at long-term care facilities who tested positive for COVID-19 in Weld County have died. 14 people died at just one facility, the Centennial Healthcare Center in Greeley. Another 50 tested positive and one is in the hospital. Most of the residents are isolated. Staff members are now being screened for symptoms along with everyone else who enters the building. Looking ahead, President Trump has his eye on reopening the economy among the outbreak. This comes as more than 16,000 Americans have died from the coronavirus and 460,000 are infected. Some governors want there to be more testing available or a vaccine before we start reopening things. A poll from Seton Hall University shows many citizens feel that way. According to the poll, 72% of Americans won't go to a major event before a vaccine is developed. There is some good news. New York's hospitalization rate is slowing, and California saw its first drop in intensive care hospitalizations. Officials credit social distancing and stay-at-home orders for the slowing of the spread. Time is 6:06. Starting Monday, King Soopers will be extending its store hours. Stores will be open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. By giving people more shopping hours, the stores hope this will help lower the number of people in the stores at any time and increase social distancing. King Soopers already decided to limit the number allowed in to 50% of the normal capacity. They're also waiving prescription delivery fees. This is continuing our coverage now on the Air Force Academy graduation ceremony. Vice President Mike Pence will give the commencement speech at the graduation, but because of the coronavirus, things will look different this year. The speech will be a video address and not in person. The graduation was moved up 6 weeks to next Saturday. Family and friends will not be able to attend, but can watch the ceremony on the Academy's Facebook page. It will start at 11 in the morning. The Thunderbirds will still perform, which is so exciting for us in Southern Colorado because we get to watch them as long as we stay apart. Happening now, one online education program is looking to hire 5,000 new teachers to keep up with demand. The online program is for kids. It's called OutSchool. To be considered, you fill out a short application, submit a video, and have a background check. The application process takes 2 to 3 days. Once approved, you can submit a class, go live, and start earning money. The subjects don't have to be the typical school topics. You can teach anything you're passionate about, from cooking to yoga. We learned just after 2 this morning, Yemen's government is announcing the first confirmed case of coronavirus in the country. The AP reports the National Emergency Committee for the COVID-19 disease in Yemen says the patient is being treated and is stable. Experts have warned Yemen is uniquely dangerous for the coronavirus to spread because of poverty and already existing diseases. Right now, hand sanitizer is one of the hardest products to find during this outbreak. Coming up, how a local business is actually making hand sanitizer and why they say this product is so effective. And happening now, how you can get professional advice on multiple topics that could help you and your family during the stay-at-home order. Because of the coronavirus pandemic, people around the city and country will be tuning into Good Friday and Easter Sunday church services online. 11 News reporter Jenna Middaugh is live at Woodman Valley Chapel. Jenna, how did that church transition to digital services?
I mean, it's just really strange to be in an empty room preaching to a cold camera.
KKTV will be showing Woodman Valley Chapel's Easter Sunday service this weekend. Just tune into your TV at 9:30 a.m. It'll be an hour-long service with no commercials. Live in Colorado Springs, Jenna Middaugh, KKTV 11 News.
You know, Jenna, I really relate to what he was saying because we speak to an empty room into a camera, and I don't know if people are laughing at my jokes either, but that should be a great way to celebrate. Thank you, Jenna. We want to get to our 11 breaking news alert. We're following a pretty intense crash. It happened at 4:30 this morning. Checking in now with Adam Atchison to learn more about it. Adam, what's happening?
To see exactly a little bit more detail about what happened.
Yeah, those pictures look pretty nasty. Thanks for the update, Adam. So 6:16, right now, we know the pandemic has impacted the emotional health of so many people. The team from Mayfield Counseling Centers in Colorado Springs has created helpful tools on all kinds of topics, ranging from self-care to the stresses of working at home. Trevor Sharon has some advice for parents of teens. There's a lot to think about for sure. He also suggests anyone who needs the guidance of a therapist schedule teletherapy to help you get through this time. We have a link to Mayfield's website at kktv.com. Just click find it. A lot of us are having a hard time finding hand sanitizer in stores. We've got some good news if you are looking for some. Hand sanitizer is the newest product from the Axe and the Oak, which is normally a whiskey distillery. It's at the old Ivy Wild School off Cascade. The mixture is mostly ethanol, distilled in-house. Then they add in glycerin, which is similar to vegetable oil to keep your hands soft, and some hydrogen peroxide to kill any remaining bacteria. The Axe and the Oak told us medical workers should message them if they are needing donations of the product. 1 ounce is $2. There's more info at kktv.com. Developing now, the U.S. government's National Institutes of Health says the first patients had been enrolled in the trial of hydroxychloroquine, the first patients of coronavirus. That's the anti-malaria drug that President Trump is calling a game changer in the fight against the coronavirus. We don't know yet how many patients are enrolled in the trial, but the goal is to reportedly enroll more than 500 adults who are currently hospitalized with COVID-19. CBS News reports all participants in the study will continue to receive clinical care as based on their conditions. A pharmaceutical giant based in France is donating 100 million doses of the drug to 50 countries. We don't know yet if the U.S. is going to be one of those countries. Reuters reports the company Sanofi increased its production capacity by 50% across its 8 manufacturing sites worldwide. It also added the company is on track to quadruple it by the summer. We have an 11 call for action alert this morning. Coming up, the scam police want you to be aware of that's targeting parents. But first, in an 11 breaking news alert, the drastic step Italy may be taking as it tries to pull through the coronavirus pandemic. Welcome back to 11 News this morning. Your time right now is 6:23. We've got a live look outside from our downtown Colorado Springs camera. Pikes Peak looking beautiful. Those streets quiet this morning. We'll be looking at your forecast in a few moments. In the meantime, we have an 11 breaking news alert. The Italian Prime Minister is expected to announce an extension to the country's lockdown measures when he addresses the nation today. He held a call with Italian union representatives yesterday and explained the country was still not ready to ease restrictions. According to CNN, the Prime Minister said the extension would continue until May 3rd, with only a few exceptions of businesses being allowed to reopen slightly sooner. He went on to tell union representatives this was the only way to protect public health in Italy. We have an 11 call for action alert. Colorado Springs police are warning about a terrifying scam call. Police say at least 2 families have gotten a call from scammers claiming their children were kidnapped. We've warned you about this before, but criminals are taking it up a notch. They're using a child's voice to make it more realistic. The caller also knows personal information like your family name and car model. Remember, be careful what information you share on social media. If you get a call like this, hang up and call your family member right away. Chances are they're safe and sound. This is happening tomorrow. It'll be 50 years since astronaut James Lovell Jr. said those famous words, "Houston, we've had a problem." NASA is remembering the launch of Apollo 13. On April 11th, 1970, 4 astronauts were launched into space for a moon landing. 2 days later, while en route to the moon, an oxygen tank ruptured. NASA spent days trying to bring the crew home safely. They did that on April 17th. The agency says its goal 50 years ago was to send a crew around the moon and bring them back safely. All right, thank you. Today is Good Friday, starting off the Easter weekend, but local churches are closed right now. Coming up, how you can still celebrate holiday services. We've got a live look outside once more at 627. Beautiful view, as always, from our Banning Lewis Ranch camera. Some nice pastel colors in the sky. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Adam Atchison, working from home on this Good Friday. Hope you're waking up well. Rebecca, of course, is in the studio.
Yeah, glad to see you at home this morning. I miss seeing you in the studio. All right.
Good to be with you. We'll see you again here in a couple minutes.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and check in first thing at 6:30 with our meteorologist Lucy Bergman for a little bit more on what's happening outside. We've been taking pictures of our mountain camera and wow, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful, Rebecca. You know,
The time is 6:32 and this is happening today because of the pandemic. People around the city and country will be tuning in to Good Friday and Easter Sunday church services online. 11 News reporter Jenna Middaugh is live at Woodman Valley Chapel this morning. Jenna, how have online services been going for that church? The COVID-19 peak has not yet hit in Colorado. The State Emergency Operations Center and COVID-19 response teams talked about this yesterday. The teams now expect our peak to happen in May. Right now, they say social distancing is working, but cases could continue to grow if restrictions are loosened. With ventilators increasingly in short supply, a team of engineers may have a solution for some patients. Mercedes joined up with British researchers to design CPAP machines. CPAP machines, if you don't know, are commonly used for sleep apnea to help people breathe at night, but they've been in short supply. It took fewer than 100 hours for the team to make one, and the company says it should be able to scale up production to 1,000 a day. Reports from Italy show about 50% of patients given CPAP did not need a ventilator. And in the Argentine city of Rosario, a tech company and university created a low-cost ventilator. The ventilator can be manufactured with less than 20 pieces. The team started the prototype mid-March, and yesterday they presented it nationwide. Another school district is officially canceling classes, at least in-person ones, for the rest of the school year. District 60 in Pueblo is calling it. They're going to do distance learning for spring classes. D70 in Pueblo made the same announcement last week, also in Pueblo. Now, District 60 canceled graduation ceremonies. School leaders are trying to figure out a different way to honor the class of 2020. The district is also cutting back on the number of days for meal pickup. Students will only be available for pickup on Tuesdays and Fridays. Staff will give out multiple meals on those days, so there will still be 5 meals total. D60 is making the changes for the safety of nutrition staff. Developing with being home more. It can be so easy, I know, to spend a lot of time on Facebook. Just ahead, the new feature the social media app is announcing that could help you take a step back. And looking ahead at 6:36, the theater industry has been hit hard by the shutdown. What the future could hold for AMC theaters.
It's about spending so much time with family and even away from friends and being able to connect with them through, social media, is the fact that you can take some time to just relate to those people in person. So this is something that you might consider doing to get your mind off social media and back on your friends and family.
Yeah, Adam, I don't know about you, but I have also been connected to my phone, checking Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, all that stuff, and it's been hard on my eyes too.
Yeah, it has been. And especially at nights when you're trying to go to bed, right? That glare is pretty awful. It can keep you
I
up.
agree. Yeah. All right, hopefully that will help, Adam. Thank you. So today is Good Friday, starting off the Easter weekend for many, but local churches are closed right now. Coming up, how you can still celebrate Sunday services. But first, many Americans are waiting for their stimulus checks, when you could be seeing yours. A live look outside at 6:48. The morning shaping up to be all right here in southern Colorado. This is an interesting view from Monument. You can see those clouds hanging at the top of the screen. Lucy's got one more look at your forecast when we come back. Welcome back to 11 News This Morning. I'm Rebecca Hager. Let's go ahead and start by checking in with our meteorologist, Lucy Bergman. How's the day ahead look?
Rebecca?
Thank you. Happening today, it is Good Friday, and local churches are celebrating a little bit differently this year. 11 News reporter Jenna Middaugh is live at Woodman Valley Chapel. Jenna? All right, I know it's going to be hard to not see people in person, but hopefully everyone can still celebrate together virtually. Thank you. Turning to the latest numbers of coronavirus deaths and cases here in Colorado, the number now stands at over 6,200 cases and 226 deaths statewide. El Paso County has the third highest number of deaths in the state with 32. Denver has the most with 38, and Weld County has 36. There are 534 cases in El Paso County. In Colorado, 1 in every 10 workers is without a job because of coronavirus. In just a 3-week period, more than 127,000 new unemployment claims were filed. That's surpassing even the Great Recession. There are so many claims that the Labor Department had to reprogram its whole system. The Pikes Peak Workforce Center in Colorado Springs wants you to know it is here for you if you need help. So if you do need some assistance in figuring all this out, filing for unemployment, go to KKTV.com. We've got a link there. We have an update on stimulus checks from the government. You could have yours as soon as the end of next week. Adam has the newest information remotely. Thank you. And you cut out a little bit. I don't know if it was for our viewers, but for me. So I want to just say this again. VP Pence says anyone who's eligible for a payment and who has direct deposit set up with the IRS could have their money by this time next week. All right, Lucy. Landmarks across the U.S. were lit up in blue last night. Take a look at the World Trade Center in New York. The display was part of the Light It Blue campaign, honoring essential workers in the coronavirus pandemic. Just a great view. And this was in Chicago to show support, not just for those working tirelessly in hospitals, but also grocery stores and other businesses. We've also got a live look this morning at LAX. It's lit up in blue. There were more than 100 U.S. landmarks and electronic signs that lit up for this event. It's pretty cool to see people showing their support. We'll see you guys later. Have a great day.